In this video, I want to explain my Webflow development process of a client website called MarketModernise. The URL is MarketModernise.nl, and of course, I'll leave it in the description in case you guys want to check it out. So essentially, this is an agency based in Netherlands, I believe. Sorry if I butchered that wrong, NL, I believe that's Netherlands. And you can see the website by default is in Dutch. But they also offer an English version. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to English by clicking this language and going into English. And by doing this, it's actually taking you to a different URL. You guys can't see it, but it's actually taking you to the URL /en. And this was done before Webflow Locale was a thing. So nowadays, you can actually purchase Webflow Locale and everything can actually be automatically translated in the exact same URL. But back then they didn't have that. The closest other solution was Weglot, but that's quite expensive and you got to weigh the pros and cons. But essentially, this is the site. The client provided a very detailed design. So they designed everything because they're designers, very talented designers. They did everything in Illustrator, and I just had to turn that Illustrator into a responsive website. Of course, as a designer, I used to be a designer myself. We are very, very meticulous about the small details. And whenever we design a website, typically we design it in an artboard, let's just say 1920 by 1080, or sometimes even designers design by 1440 pixels. But sometimes designers don't understand what's the limitation of websites. That's partly why I became a developer as well, because I remember I used to be a designer and I'll hand off the designs to developers. And then once I see the website, I would be very, very meticulous, as a designer should be, on how this website looks on different screen resolution, how it looks like on mobile, If it's 10 pixels off, I'll be like, why is it 10 pixels off? All these small details. And as a developer, you generally don't care about this stuff. You just want to make sure that everything works. But yeah, so there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of revisions. And I respected that because that shows that they really care. So it reflects the character. You can see right now, if I just reload the page, we just have a really nice animation right here with a circle. This is a Lottie file. We even have underlines with certain text, so that's using a text span. And then we have a text marquee vertically, so that's done through a tutorial that I made in the past, I believe. And then we just have these buttons right here where the user can click into it and it scrolls down to that specific section. This again is a one-page website, one long page lander. And you can also see that we have menu, which the user can actually navigate between sections of the page. And lastly, you'll notice that there's this custom cursor right here. And whenever this cursor goes over certain elements, it expands. So we have that effect as well, this circle cursor effect. And also, you guys can't see it, but there's also a custom scroll bar. It's actually colored in this color here, green. So feel free to check out the site and you'll be able to see this custom scroll bar. Also done a tutorial on that. And it also has this really nice element right here, which prompts the user to scroll. This is not a Lottie file, although it can be. This is custom coded. But again, everything's really well thought out. Let's scroll down to the next section. Again, I've said this in the previous videos. A custom video. How much does it add to a website? Again, I said this so many times. You guys are probably sick of it. A picture is worth 1,000 words. How much is a custom video worth? 1 billion words. Yeah. Cool. So we have that. Then scrolling down, we have this really nice effect. As I'm scrolling, the text comes in. So innovate, develop, and grow. And as you can see, they use really nice, negative space. They use this whole section just to have 3 words. Really cool, really nice design. Of course, I also consulted in the design, but they came up with the general premise / idea. So we have this. Then below that, we have this section here, which talks about Market Modernise. And if you want to learn more, it opens up a pop-up right here. And you can also close the pop-up. And again, all custom images right here. Very, very interesting point. So I always say this, but I encourage using custom images rather than stock photos. But of course, if you don't have custom images, you can just use a stock photo. Scrolling down, we have the services. So we have web development, web design, etc. And this is done through an accordion. So if I hit digital marketing, you can see it opens up that specific content. And this also has a custom code where if I now hit web design, it automatically closes the previous accordion. So that is also a functionality I had to do. Let's scroll down. We have this combine and shine section. Then we have this our process section, which is a bit difficult to develop, but what this is like a timeline. As I'm scrolling down, right now I'm actually scrolling down, it sticks onto the page. So it's like a sticky or fixed positioning. And then we have this like gradient line, which is really just a div block with, 50 viewport width radius. And now it's showing this really cool effect. Explore, battle plan, creation. I'm just gonna be very honest. At the time of creating this, I didn't really know how to do this, but I had to figure it out. So it's really cool that I figured it out. But this is a really cool effect. And again, they wanted this effect. They actually referenced the website. I think it was called like Creator something, but they also had this similar effect. But yeah, I thought this was really cool to show the process in this really nice, like creative way rather than just listing it out. It has some interactions. And then scrolling down, we have take the leap towards success, so like a CTA section. Then below that is a vision section. And then below that is a testimonial section, which shows a bunch of testimonials. Then below that, we have, even this circle effect right here, which is a background shape. Then we have the main, CTA, which is filling this form when you're ready to get started. And then below that, you can see as I'm scrolling down, this actually sticks. And you can see at the very bottom, this circle box thing, it actually shrinks down to a box and then it lets me scroll down. So they really had very specific ideas in their head. I just had to fulfill it. Then we just have a footer, which is really cool. Like this is very unique, this specific shape. Again, they provided it. Then we have all these navigations. And then what was really cool, I thought, this was their idea, was they had this like logo, using their logo inside a footer. In my opinion, this is very unique. I've never seen this before, where they have the actual logo right here. And as I scroll down, it says Market Modernize. That was really cool. Like that's very unique. They came up with this idea. I think that's really cool. Like this looks cool already. Usually a footer ends right here. Then you see this really green thing. You're like, what is this? Then you realize it's their logo icon. And then you realize you can scroll down and then it reveals their logo again. I thought that was really cool. Again, that's the website. Feel free to check it out, MarketModernise.nl. I'll leave a description. Let me know what you think. I recommend this company if you're after any digital services, specifically in the Netherlands. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.